so Lisa can talk, but I've discovered something new and exciting that's changing my life, more ways than one. So started my own business, teamed up with Beth and Fred, my boss and his wife. It's a publicly traded company that we're working with, and we're going to discuss that a little bit more later. But first, I'll tell you a little bit about my past life and my current life. So I'm currently employed as a self-storage consultant slash U-Haul dealer slash whatever it is I'm needed to be that day, aka U-Haul Queen of Loganville. I wear that crown proudly. Anyways, previously my career, my passion, my life, was everything to me was ophthalmology. So I was 13 years in the medical field, working for the best eye doctor in town. I hoped he would be on tonight, but maybe he's just a little late. But I assisted in cataract surgeries, upper eyelid blepharoplasties, and pretty much anything somebody over 40 will have to learn about at one point or another. I counsel patients on benefits and risk of procedures, medications, supplements, and their overall eye health. Before that, I worked for a chiropractor. I was young and dumb and too naive to appreciate chiropractic or a world of alternatives. I'm starting to understand that now. In all my various positions, basically I could have any title there was, but the main thing was I help people. That's what I do. I counsel them, educate them, care for them with love and respect for their circumstances. Everyone is different, and so their needs are different. My job is to find what that need is and get a solution. Not everything has a solution. I discovered what I'm about to tell you about, what Lisa's going to tell you about, when Fred gave me some shampoo, and I thought he was crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This is not going to work. I had done a number on my hair. Well, on my life for that matter, but the hair was just kind of a representation of that. And so I thought Fred was wrong, but he wasn't. He was right. My hair is fabulous. And so is Fred for giving that to me, which started this path that I'm on now, fixing my entire life, not just my hair. Okay, so basically, I'm going to let Lisa tell you all about this. Now, everything I've done before, I've been the one telling the people about it, and I don't like to read from a script, or which I am now a little bit, but normally I have to have my whole heart behind it. I have to really, truly believe in something, and I have to be fully educated in it before I just start talking about it. And so I feel like Lisa is going to be a better person to explain that. And thank you guys for signing on, because you're basically just helping me learn how to help other people, by letting her do this for me. So Lisa is a retired nurse. She worked for over 25 years in the cardiac department. So she was in heart surgery. So I did eyes, she did hearts. It's really a blessing to me that she's actually backing this product, and I feel like I can put my name behind it if she can. She knows, she's seen a lot go on in the operating room and what you do not do in your life. So all these things that people do to their bodies, they end up in the operating room. And Lisa can tell you all kinds of things about what not to do, but tonight we're going to let her tell you about what you should do. Be proactive, and let's change our lives, change other people's. So Lisa, go ahead.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miss Destiny. That was such a wonderful little introduction. And I do love your story. I love how you're passionate about helping people, and everything in your career path has always been about other people and helping other people. And sometimes in life, we actually have to kind of stop, take a step back, and look at ourselves, so that we need to maybe help ourselves so that we can continue to help other people as well. And the whole learning and educating thing, that's like the biggest piece about it. My husband and I go to, different conferences, and we're part of masterminds so that we can be educated and then take that, what we learn, and pour it into other people as well. So I'm honored and privileged to be here with you guys. Thank you, Sam and Patrick and Carla and Fred and Destiny, for jumping on and giving us the opportunity to support Miss Destiny and just share some information with y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and let's get this going. So what we're educating about is biohacking our bodies, and this company that Destiny was alluding to, LifeVantage, and their role in it. Just to first give you a little bit of background as to what this really is all about, it's the science of nutrigenomics. And that is basically nutrition and its effect on gene expression. And the nutrigenomics market, as you can see here, according to market research, is estimated to be over a $17 billion industry in just the next few years, 4 years from now. So it's a huge market. It's a huge area of study right now. So that is kind of what we are working on. So biohacking. Biohacking is taking control of your own biology, optimizing genetic potential, becoming the best version of yourself, like to say, becoming the version that God created and intended us to be, as far as our bodies especially goes and how they function and work, versus being hijacked, losing control over our bodies, our systems, and they're being destroyed physically, emotionally, chemically, with all kinds of things that we put in our bodies and we're just exposed to. So we want to overrun that hijacking process by biohacking. So here is a very brief video that I'm going to go ahead and play, and we'll be right back. Okay, I thought I saw the button about that. I apologize. There it is. So let me get back to it.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Awesome. Was that not crazy, insane, like mind-blowing? When I first heard about that, I was just like in shock. As Destiny said, my background is, open heart surgery. I was an open heart cardiac nurse. And what really caught my attention, besides hearing that bit of information as to how we can actually slow down aging, was the fact that the American Heart Association, along with the Ohio State University, did a study on the patency of vein grafts for open heart surgery and bypass. So when I heard that, I was like, whoa, that's mind-blowing. The American Heart Association doesn't do those kinds of studies on natural products. So as the video was talking about, our flagship product, the Protandim NRF2, is our flagship product. They took that same technology and science and extended it into the hair care systems, the skin care systems. People were giving the product to their pets, so they developed a pet product for the dogs. They've developed energy. And as you can see here at the bottom of the screen, these industries, these markets combined are over $6 billion industries, okay? So there's money to be made here. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into some of these products as we go on. So the flagship product, Protandim NRF2, like I said, is all natural ingredients. You can see turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, ashwagandha. This product was proven to reduce that oxidative stress, that onslaught, that rusting on the inside, 40% in 30 days. And that's in 100% of mammals, okay? So that's why people start giving it to their dogs, their horses, cows even. They get amazing results. It supports the natural cellular repair and rejuvenation to protect our cells. And according to the National Institute on Aging, this is the only natural non-drug product that we can say will increase life by 7% in the male mice when tested. The pharmaceuticals that do extend life, their results actually were not quite as high. So, not to mention all the side effects. And again, I'm a nurse, so I believe in drugs for a purpose, but let's get to the core. That's what I've always been about. So you can just see here where physicians, medical doctors, researchers go to do their research, not the University of Google that'll tell you there's still cheese on the moon, okay? They go to this website called pubmed.gov. And if you go there and you can type in the Protandim, you can see all the peer-reviewed published studies regarding this product and its effect. And you can see the different universities, not the company itself, but Harvard University, Colorado State, the National Institute on Aging, they fund and do studies on this product itself. And these are like some of the journals that it's been published in, Free Radical Biology and Medicine. So these are like super huge. Circulation, again, my passion, the American Heart Association. So I'm like super excited about that. It's been featured on NBC, the ABC Primetime, PBS, Dr. Phil. It's patented. You guys, stop and think for a moment. How does something like milk thistle and green tea get a patent? Let alone 6, 7 of them here in the US, plus international patents. I don't know about you, but if you're not thinking, whoa, you should be, because it just completely blew my mind. So then they expanded their studies, right? So they discovered that another pathway in our bodies, the NRF1 pathway, which is specific to the mitochondria that I was talking about in the video, mitochondrial health, that is the powerhouse, the energy system for our entire body. So they figured a way how to activate our bodies through, again, natural things, CoQ10, quercetin, grape extract, etc., to really repair and boost our mitochondrial function and really increase our energy production. So then, probiotic. I don't know if you've been paying attention to any of the medical research or anything on our gut health. Our GI health is actually, our gut is becoming to be called our second brain. And the research has discovered that really our gut health Everything that happens in our gut, inflammation stems from our gut, infections stem from our gut, disease stem from our gut. So we need to really be able to take care of our gut, our GI tract. And probiotics are amazing. But you know what? Unfortunately, not all probiotics are created equal. Most of them die in the stomach acids before they actually get down into the intestinal tract where they need to work and function. So what LifeVantage did was they were able to develop a BioTrack technology that actually protects that probiotic capsule. Actually, it's like a little ball, so that it resists the stomach acids. And you can see here, 60% culture survival rate. That's huge. And in some cases, even up to 80%. So it helps to improve the junction and the communication between the brain-gut communication. And it also helps us think that we're full by taking these probiotics. Omegas. You know, being cardiac, omegas are super huge and super important for heart health. But I've come to really learn its importance on our brain health, cognitive function, our skin, etc., and our immune system. When our omega levels are depleted in our bodies, you know, it leads to things like the heart attacks, the Parkinson's diseases, etc. So our omega plus has the, you know, omega-3s and the 7s. There's no filler oils. They're very pure, very clean, boat to bottle traceable. You see that down in that last statement, 100% traceable from boat to bottle. What does that mean and why is it important? What it means is the fact that it's not going to be fishy. It's not sitting out on ice out in, you know, in the ocean for 3 to 6 months at a time. When you crack open a bottle of omegas, fish oil, etc., you get that fishy smell, or you have those fish burps and the gas that people talk about. There's none of that with this product. It's amazing. So we have what's called the Vitality Stack. It is the foundational biohackers kit, really, to reduce oxidative stress, boosting the mitochondrial production, improving your energy, supporting your, you know, microbiome, your gut health, your immune system, the brains, and heart health. So these products together is what's called the Vitality Stack. And then we alluded a little bit about energy. And the energy industry, as you saw, is a multi-million-dollar energy. And things like Red Bull, Monster, they land people in the emergency room by the hundreds per day. Not good. Not good at all. But we realize people need that extra energy boost sometimes. And or they need that mental clarity. You know, things like brain fog, women with menopause sometimes suffer with. I've gone through it a bit myself, where it's like you just have that brain fog. You can't quite think straight. So you drink your brain fuel, and it takes that away. It improves that mental endurance, mental clarity, concentration, better memory. It helps our neurotransmitter functions. You know, it helps to reduce the mental fatigue, the brain fog. It also helps to boost your mood. It's clean, no artificial flavors or coloring, low carb, vegan formula. A lot of people think that's, you know, something very, very important. And all of these products actually are BSCG certified, which means athletes, professional athletes can take these products. And there's also a decaf as well as that caffeinated option. Weight management. The weight management industry is a super huge industry. And as you can see here, my thing's covering it, before and after photos of this woman is just 6 weeks on the weight management system. It's not a weight loss system. It's not a diet. You know, diets fail. They're lifestyles, right? So this physique system is a whey protein powder, 18 grams of protein, so it helps you feel fuller, longer, helps to promote the lean body mass. It delivers the natural amino acids to our blood to encourage the muscle growth and speed out our workout recovery. Less than 1 gram of sugar. That's huge too. The fat burn, it actually is designed to target that visceral, that abdominal or belly fat, which is usually very difficult to target. But the way they created it, it literally goes straight to the belly fat to help decrease and, take care of that right off the bat. And then the prebiotics. Prebiotics work in conjunction with probiotics. And if you think of a garden, if you've ever done any kind of gardening, you put your seeds in the soil and then you fertilize those seeds and you water them, right? And you get much better produce, right? So probiotics are like those seeds feeding our GI tract with all the good bacteria to bring things into balance. And so then you put in your prebiotic as that fertilizer to really help them work even better. We talked about skin, anti-aging, we as women especially, but I'll tell you, my husband, he does not go without using the entire skincare system. And when he does, if he misses a day for some reason, he notices it. Okay? So we've got the cleanser, the perfecting lotion, the eye serum, and the anti-aging cream. And the system in its entirety is actually patented. So you can see, mitigates visible effects of skin damage due to oxidative stress. It all has that NRF2 activation to step up our skin's own protective barrier. Our skin is the largest organ and our number one defense against, diseases and aging. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Think Dirty app, but there's an app that you put in what your products are, whether it's hair care, skin care, things like that, to see how clean their products are, how much are chemical fillers. The higher the number, the dirtier, less environmentally safe, higher toxicity to the environment as well as us. And if something is toxic to the environment, why would we want to put it on our skin, our hair, our cells? We have a huge absorption through the scalp even. So anyways, the skincare system is a 2 on that Think Dirty app as a whole. And the eye serum has the highest amount of NRF2 activation. So people have been using the eye serum, not just around the eyes for those wrinkles, but anywhere, like you have a scab or a scar, putting just a dab of that eye serum right there, it heals like that. It's amazing. The Future Science hair care system. Somebody's got a dog. I was just talking about the hair and our scalp and things that we absorb through our scalp. Again, that Think Dirty system shows that our, whoops, I went too far. Our products there are 1s and 2s. Clean formula, all again, NRF2 activated, science-based, protecting against the environmental assaults, nourishing your scalp to support the normal hair growth, improves the shine. And I'm sure you've all heard Destiny talking about the shampoo and the hair care system. So I'm not going to go too much detail into that, but you can see right here, 58% less breakage after 8 days, okay? 57% reduction in scalp dryness, increase in hair volume and shine, 39% for the low. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Dogs. That puppy dog that's over there that's chit-chatting with us, trying to join the conversation. Pet Tandem, designed with a top vet. It has glucosamine in there for joint health for the dogs, the chicken flavor. But everything is, again, all natural. No product, by fillers and artificial ingredients, colors, things like that. Helps for the shinier coat, increases their energy, more playfulness. Talked about the joint health. Also has helped to improve the dog's sight and hearing as well. It's the first supplement for dogs formulated to combat their oxidative stress through the NRF2 activation. Don't forget, dogs age 7 times faster than humans. Their oxidative stress is through the roof. And so dogs, also a little side note here, they can't lie. They can't say, well, I think it's working. I don't think, I don't know if I feel anything. You can look at your dog and see your dog's got greater energy. Your dog is jumping up on the bed when they couldn't jump up on the bed before. So this is like the complete biohacking system across all of the product categories. And some of the products actually come with free shipping. So that's a huge bonus as well. You can choose your level of wanting to biohack. A little bit about the company. You've heard Destiny's story a little bit. You heard about my story a little bit. The company story. These products were actually sold since 2003, sitting on the shelves of like GNC in the vitamin shop, losing money because people didn't know what they were, okay? What it was, especially the flagship product, NRF2 Protandim. ABC Primetime Investigation with John Quinones shows up hearing these things about antioxidants, reducing oxidative stress, extending life. No. Ain't happening, a bunch of baloney, things like that are just, too good to be true, right? So they go knocking on the doors, and if you're not seeing the ABC Primetime, ask Destiny or Fred or whoever invited you to this webinar to share that with you so you can see what actually happens. But I'll let a little bit of the, cat out of the bag, so to speak. The company, LifeVantage, didn't go running away from the cameras and the reporters, all right? They embraced them. But that's where the turnaround kind of came, was a little bit after that. In 2009, they pulled the product off the shelves and put it into the direct sales, which is why you're hearing about it from Destiny or myself. Publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. And just one little thing, over the last year, the stock has gone from like $3-4 a share to holding between 10, actually 11 to $16 a share, stable for the last 6 months. Okay, so what's the market potential here? As you can see on the slide, we're open in 17 markets, or 14 markets, 17 countries. Belgium, Greece, France are opening, actually already open, some of them this year. We've got the customer programs in Italy, New Zealand, the Dominican Republic, etc. So as you just kind of think about this, so many people have friends and family outside of our country. We can help them as well. We can help people in our own backyards, but it's so much bigger than you and me in our backyard. This is global, you guys, global. But okay, so wanting to, do a little bit about business, there's a proven system. We do this from our laptops. We can do it from our cell phones, actually. You can work anywhere. There's an app that you can run your back office on from your phone. You can share videos. You can share that ABC News piece I was referring to. Destiny can send it to you from an app on her phone, anywhere. You connect with the team. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself in business. And for those of you who, just say, I need a tax break, the tax breaks alone for having home-based businesses are huge. There's training, local training, corporate training, regional training. So you can take control of your own life and biohack your body. You get that free replicated website to do it from your laptop as well as that app. And this is how easy it is. You can share a cart, check out, online shopping just like Amazon. And some products even offer that free shipping I was talking about, like Amazon does with Amazon Prime, one of my favorites, right? Timing though, timing. You're thinking, why haven't I heard about this from my doctor or from anybody else yet? That's because number one, no disrespect to physicians, they're not trained in nutrition. They're changing that. They're beginning to learn about it now. And in the last year, over 400 doctors alone in the last year have joined the company. So we're at like 1,000 in just a few short years. And more physicians, as they're learning about it, and they're learning about prevention and, helping people at that cellular level, they're coming on board and they are beginning to tell their patients about it. So it's amazing. We've got physicians in our area that are taking their patients off of medications over time of being on these products. So again, we don't treat, prevent, cure, mitigate diseases, but the evidence and the science speaks for itself. So anyways, back to timing. This company is still very, very new. And so this little purple star asterisk down here that you can see kind of between that early adopter, early majority phase, that's where we are as a company. That's where we need more people on the team LifeVantage, to spread this word out to the masses, to be able to take back control of your own health, as well as take back control of your own financial future and your own financial destiny. When other network marketing companies, that we know about, Avon, Herbalife, they've been around, they've been established. They're in that, stabilization up at the top. We know about them. They're proven. They've been around for a long time, but their opportunity in getting involved with them as a company now for growth and for financial sailing, so to speak, is very, very difficult. But if you got in with Avon or Herbalife down in that early phase, kind of like where we are now, that's where the majority of the growth curve comes from. And that's where we are. And that's what we're so excited about, because let's face it, money can't buy happiness, but it can help you help others. And that, for me, is happiness. Being able to help family and friends, wanting to help missions, go on missions trips, help missionaries, things like that is our heart. So how do you get started? You get started with the pack, a Vantage pack. And as you can see here, there's two options on the slide here. Think about this, though, when you're looking at it. Do you want to start a business with just a little bit of food on the shelves in that grocery store? Or do you want those shelves completely stocked and full when you start your business? Okay. Get the website, you get all of the training with the Vantage packs as well. How do I get money? Now we get to talk about the fun stuff. How can we make money so that we can help other people make money and help other people be able to have some experiences and opportunities that they might not have? Well, two ways. You build a network of customers, people who take the product. And by the way, one of the things that sets this company apart from all the others is the fact that our customer to distributor ratio is like 80% customers and only 20% distributors, which means stabilization for the company, having a good, solid base of customers. And what the company did to really ensure that, to protect it, is the fact that a customer pays the exact same price for their product as a distributor. I'm a distributor. I go around, I share this message with people, and as the company grows and as more and more people decide to join, whether as a distributor or a customer, we both pay the exact same price for the products. So that's kind of really what sets us apart. You get paid weekly with the bonuses of, between 30 to 40% of new customers and distributors the very next week. Can you imagine getting paid 40%? That Vantage pack, the price on the slide was actually $12.50, but right now they're actually doing a promotion. The starter kit, which is like the business in the box, some educational materials for you, that's actually free. It's a $50 value. So you get $1,200, which comes with $1,800 worth of product, first of all. But that $1,200, you get paid 40%. That's $400 on a volume of 1,000, because the volume that goes credited to our organization is 1,000. Can you imagine $400 back? 3 people is $1,200. You make your money back very quickly. You also get paid royalty commissions monthly based on your network of customers between you and your entire organization. Another thing that really sets us apart is this 4% global revenue sharing. That's where the company takes 4% of, like it says, global revenue, right? And puts it into this pie at 4 equal, 1% into the 4 slots, all right? And when you get to what's called an elite rank, Pro 7 and above, you get 1% of that global revenue. And then the 8s, 9s, and 10s get a second percent. 9s and 10s get a third percent, and the Pro 10s, the top of the company, they get a full percent of their own. And that's a monthly check. And that's something that sets us apart from other companies as well, because it encourages us to help each other regardless of location, regardless of organization. the company is so huge on being like a family where, you get to the top, throw that ladder down and help everybody else get to the top. So because of this payment model, it really helps us to want to help everybody else, because I might not get paid on this particular bottle that was sold in Australia under Pro 7, but when I hit Pro 7, which I'm just using this as an example, okay? Once I hit Pro 7, I'm gonna make a profit off of that bottle. And then this My Life Venture, this Jeep. We don't have a car program. Most of the other companies, Mary Kay, this is common knowledge. When you hit a certain rank, a certain volume, they give you the pink Cadillac or your choice of a car, right? And it has to be pink. It's a Mary Kay car. But they actually are making the least payment on that car. So think about this for a second. What happens if you don't make that qualification volume? You're stuck paying that lease out of your own pocket. So what this company did, what LifeVantage did is, number one, they chose the Jeep because it represents freedom and adventure. But number two, once you hit that rank of Pro 7 or above and basically maintain it for a year, 10 out of 12 consecutive months, and there's other things, if you go from Pro 7 to Pro 8 within a 6-month period, then it's fine too. But they give you the title to the Jeep that you pick out. So if for some reason you quit working, your volume drops, whatever, that car, nobody's going to come after you to take it away from you, and you don't have to worry about making that Jeep payment. So for us, that's super duper huge. How far can you take this? Just look at this third column, the monthly averages, and the distributor ranks on the left-hand side. The middle ranks Pro 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's like the middle batch of the company. Our foundational rank is considered that Pro 3 rank. And their monthly income, and this was just revised, okay, this is our income earning statement. This is what we can, legally and compliantly use, because we are publicly traded, which, by the way, our CEO is on the board of directors for the DSA Association, the Direct Sellers Association. They're the governing body that monitors all of the direct selling companies to make sure whether they're compliant or not. So that's like a safety thing for us. How much more compliant are we going to be if that, our CEO is on the board of directors that monitors all the other companies, including our own. So that's like super huge. So anyways, that Pro 3 rank, that's an average of $636 a month income. Okay. And that is not, chump change. That's like a car payment or two, or car payment and cell phone bill. For us, to be honest, if you take out our HOA, that's practically our mortgage payment. Okay. So, but the money, the income potential, we were talking about those Pro 7, 8, 9, 10s. Look at these monthly incomes. This is where you really can make a difference, not only in your life, not only in your family's life, but in those around you, your communities, your passion. Who do you want to help? For us, we've got a passion for human trafficking, but also for pro-life. So with this kind of income, $12,000 a month and beyond, annual salaries monthly, crazy money, $48,000 a month at that Pro 9 level for the average income, we can do a lot to help make a dent and change things in the sex trafficking world or the pro-life world. And that's where I think Destiny, I know, is. She wants to make a difference not only in her own life, but in the lives of others. So your options here are traditional employment, which is what we've all been trained to do. You go to college, you get a job, you learn for 20 years of your life, you work for 40, 50 years of your life, earning money, trading time for dollars, hoping to retire and live off of what? How much do you get to save in the bank doing that? What's your retirement look like? You know, people are trying to retire on 40 to 50% of what they were making while working. That's why, I don't know about you, but you know, our Walmart, our Home Depots are filled with readers in their late 60s, early 70s and beyond because they need supplemental income. That's not a way to really enjoy their retirement, you know? But with LifeVantage and with this business model, you still got your 20 years, you know, through school and college, but a 2 to 5 year commitment in following the system, going through the personal growth with the income earning potential of what we were looking at here, that's living. That's exploring life, doing what you want with who you want, when you want, for as long as you want. So you also don't want to ever depend on a single income. What if something happens and you suddenly find yourself unemployed and you have no other streams of income? That I can tell you, whether the LifeVantage, you know, business is for you or not, you need to be sure you're protecting yourself with multiple streams of income, leveraged income. Rental properties are leveraged income, things like that. Instead of trading time for dollars, if you get sick, is your paycheck going to continue to come in? I can tell you this from our enroller, Daniel and Kathy Bernard. Their son was in a near fatal car accident. He was a John Doe for 3 days in California until they discovered who he was and got a hold of his parents when he didn't show up for work on a Monday morning. And on a Tuesday, when they finally called his parents to start looking for him, calling police departments and hospitals, their income, they stepped away for 3 months to be out in California for over a month at their son's bedside, fighting for his life, and their income grew. Will your job be able to provide that kind of support for you? You still have a job after 2 weeks of not showing up like that. So guys, I just want to thank you. This last slide here, you know, I talked about the company and how the company, you know, wants to help everybody. These are just some of the different organizations that they've partnered with to be able to help others. You know, Operation Smile for, you know, kids across the seas with, you know, cleft lip and cleft palate, providing surgeries for them. You know, the deworming pills, Souls for Souls shoes, you know, Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, hunger relief, you know, families helping families. Every year there's a team from the corporate staff as well as the distributors that go down to Mexico to build houses for people, you know. So the Wounded Warrior Project for our vets, things like that, clean water. So anyways, guys, I just want to thank you so, so much. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Miss Destiny here.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you, everybody that signed on. So that's what all the teasers have been about, guys. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about. That didn't want to let the cat out of the bag the wrong way. So everything I've done before, you know, I've educated people, and it's all been based on, you know, stuff that's been told before. You know, doctors have told you this before over and over and over again. I just reiterated it. And so this is something new and different that people haven't heard about, and I just wanted to be told right. I want this message to keep going, and I want people to know about this. I want one day to go in a doctor's office and them be telling me about it, you know, and it's amazing to me that I can be one of those first people that knew. So
exactly.
Yeah. So thank you all. Now, some of you have not seen the ABC Primetime. I will actually, if you're signed on to here, you can just go ahead and expect to get that from me in just a minute, maybe a phone call. If you want to call me or follow up with me, ask any questions. Most of you have my number. So
that's what I was going to say. If you've got any questions, feel free to, you know, Destiny can reach out to me if you want to talk to me.
Yes.
Also, do both of you guys a favor. Do yourself a favor, do Destiny's a favor, because she doesn't want to hound anybody, you know. So let her know where you stand. Do you see yourself with, wanting these products? Do you see yourself with the potential for the business income and helping yourself, helping your families, helping others? Or do you need more information? 1, 2, or 3. Let her know where you all stand. And thank you again so much for allowing me the opportunity to be able to share my heart and her heart with y'all.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. And does anybody have any questions now that you want to ask, that you want to